What's going on, YouTube? I'm over here at my buddy D's house checking out his tank. He's got a 450 gallon mixed reef tank in his living room, and he also has a 300 gallon fish only system over there. We'll go over to that one in a minute, but I'll start out with showing you the lighting on it. He's got one of those Chinese fixtures up on the top for supplemental lighting, or the main part of the lighting for his tank, the actinics. He has 3 AI primes controlled by a director. This tank right here is amazing. It's got more coral than any fish tank that I've ever seen in a fish store before. But I'll just give you a shot of some of the coral in his tank. How many tanks do you have in here? You have 3 yellow tanks?
4 that I've seen.
I got 3 yellow tangs, 1 Caribbean blue tang, 3 flamingo tangs, 2 sailfin tangs, and I think that's it. About 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's orange shoulder tank. About 7, 8, 9 tanks.
So this tank is LPS and soft coral dominant, and that's actually my favorite type of tank. I like the movement in the tank, you know, a lot better than SPS. Some people like SPS, but I find these kind of tanks a lot more attractive. So for movement, you have, those are J-Bows?
Yeah, I got the WP60 and I got the WP40, but I was using both of them at one point in time, and it was just blasting them all around. So I just kicked back to the WP60, put it on W2 settings, because it's about 300 gallons per hour. So I mean, it's more than enough. About 17 times turnover rate, and the coral seemed a lot happier once I took that WP40 off.
Yeah, everything in here is really healthy, man. It's all colored up nice, and the zoanthids are spreading everywhere. This is amazing. This is something to be proud of, and I hope that my tank actually looks like this one day. You know, I know that you probably put a lot of money into this. This is amazing, though. By far, you know, it compliments you on, you know, several tanks. I've been to a lot of people's houses and checking their tanks, but this is probably one of the nicest tanks I've ever seen. So I'll kind of give you guys an idea of how his tank looks. It separates the kitchen from the living room, so the tank is viewable from both sides. And how many pounds of live rock do you have in your tank?
About 600 pounds.
That's a lot. It's a whole lot. And what about your filtration? Can we get a look at that and see what that looks like so everybody can see that?
It's a mess down there, but
mine's always a mess too, man. I think I speak for everybody that keeps reef tanks. Is normally.
You know, if you move back, I think it flips out. Move back.
Oh, okay. So that's a 125 gallon tank at the bottom.
mm-hmm.
It's amazing. So, what kind of skimmer is that?
I think it was made by MPC. It's the biggest one you can possibly go. It's rated up to 500, so I mean it's really pulling out the gun. As you can see, it's getting ready to fill up again.
He has a huge refugium too. Slicing a bunch of filter floss and pads right over here on the return. All right. So, what are your plans for this tank? Like, what do you plan to do? Are you just gonna leave it alone and let it grow out, or are you gonna start fragging and selling some of the coral, or?
I want to go bigger. So
that's awesome. So how big do you want to go with the next tank that you do?
1,000, 1,500.
1,500. So basically, like 3 of these stacked and a little bit higher, or 2 of these stacked.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I would do that too, man, if I had the money. You know, that'd be a
I mean, once
setup.
you get in the tanks, it's more like, okay, I started with a 125, went to a 300. From 300, I went to this one, and now I'm like, okay, let me just go just super big. I want to do like a island coming all the way back this way, so the fish have a lot of room to swim.
Do you so when do you plan to do the 1,200 gallon tank? Will it be in the next couple of years, or
Maybe in the next year.
in the next year?
Maybe
So-
even 6 months. I don't know.
So-
It's all about just timing.
Do you
Whenever time
have a YouTube channel?
I don't. I've yet to do a YouTube channel.
You
I
should,
watch a lot of YouTube,
yeah.
but I've yet to do one on my own.
Well, I'd like to come back when you set that tank up. I can actually film the process of you building it and put it online if that's all right.
That's fine.
Maybe help you put it together if you want. But yeah, man. You know, so people are gonna have a lot of questions and whatnot, and I'll give you my YouTube channel link after I leave, so you can go on there and maybe answer some of the questions that people will have.
I'll make a YouTube page so I can, I guess, help them out or whatever.
Yeah, you definitely should, man. I mean, this is amazing. So this thing's never been filmed on YouTube and shown to anybody else in the hobby?
Nope.
Yeah, you should definitely share this. This is...
I think I got like 2 people that came over and actually seen the tank for themselves, but everybody else sees pictures and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But as far as like coming to actually look at it, nah, I really don't. Really haven't let anybody really come over. It's not too many fish heads that I've really met in El Paso until I joined that.
The stars.
The stars.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's like fish heads everywhere. And I shoot messages out. I'm always down to help people.
So this is a 450 gallon or 400?
It's a 400.
It's a 400. So what are the measurements? It's 8 feet long.
96 by 36 by 34, 32.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and film the lights so everybody can see what you're doing for lighting. So these are like the fixtures they have on eBay and Amazon.
Yeah.
And then these are the AI primes.
But one thing I did with these fixtures, so when you buy these fixtures, you gotta know that unless you get one like that, it's not 90 degrees. They usually come in like 60 degrees, which makes a real narrow beam of light. So what I did was I opened up the ones that had the 60 degree beam. I took out the actual cap. I run them at a higher intensity than all the rest of them. But they're shooting 120, so it's like a
better
healthy
spread.
white. Yeah, it's not like little beams poking down. It's like
Because that'll hurt your coral. It'll burn it up.
it'll
dude.
burn them out.
Yeah.
I actually have a Fabi over there where I got burned out, and
Where's the
I just,
Fabi
I
at?
just picked it up today. It's not in this tank. It's over here.
Oh, it's over here. All right, so
And that's gonna get moved over. It's got a lot of heads and it has potential to color back up, so I'll throw it in another tank.
so you're just letting it recuperate. And this is one of the biggest tanks I've ever seen at someone's home, man. This guy's about 2.5 feet. He's huge. Just to kind of give you some, he's about 3 of my hands big. It's a big guy, and he's got some mono angels swimming around in here. Any plans of this tank to put coral or anything like that in here? Or?
Well, this one's gonna be SPS dominated. So I got an Eco Ray 112 light in the bathroom.
Okay.
It's just ready to go on. It's just I haven't really figured out how I want to do it because this tank, it's his tank. It's simply just his tank because I won't get rid of him, so I just set up a whole nother tank just for him. He was in the reef, but he's just so big he can't really do too much because it's so crowded in there. So I took him out and I put him in here with minimum live rock.
Did you name him?
His name's Oscar.
Oscar. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So when you do your 1,200 gallon tank, you could probably use this 300 gallon as a sump.
Yeah.
And
Or refugium.
yeah, oh, that'd be a sick refugium. Put a bunch of miracle mud and deep sand bed in this at the bottom. That'd be awesome.
It's not many too many occupants in here. 4 monos, Oscar, and there's a fabricated eel who sits in there just chilling.
Can you get the eel to come out?
I have to get some shrimp.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll show a few more shots of the tank in the kitchen until he gets the food ready so we can check out the eel coming out, okay? So we'll go back in here and let's get a shot of the backside. So the backside is more of, it's got a little cave right here, but not definitely as coral heavy as the tank, the other side of the tank. This is amazing. This tank is, you know, one of the biggest ones that I've seen in somebody's house with the amount of coral and stuff that he has. If you guys have any questions or anything about his tank or, you know, anything like that, just send them in the comments. And I got a question for him real quick I'm going to ask. So how long has this tank been running?
That's been running. 8.
8 months?
Yeah.
So this tank's been running for 8 months. That's amazing. That's a lot of work in 8 months to get this tank.
BRS.
Are you buying your coral in full colonies normally when you buy them?
It depends on what it is. Polyps? No. But yes. Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, when I got that guy, he was about not that big.
The clam?
No, not the clam. The organ.
Oh, the pipe organ?
Pipe organ. He's about yay big. It just keeps getting bigger. This plate coral, about the size of a $50, and he just grows.
Yeah, he's about the size of a full dollar now.
It takes people years to get enough.
These frog spawns, I broke them like 3 or 4 times on accident. But every time I break them, they grow off and they grow bigger. So the one that I broke, it was about this big. It was just one of them. I broke it, and I was mad that I broke it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put it in different spots. And now they're all about the same size as the one I broke. So I have 3 different colonies now.
That's a big leather right here.
Yeah.
It's molting right now, it looks like.
He is just something else.
Got a little baby rose bubble anemone. I got a couple of those in my tank right now.
Yeah, I actually just moved that guy. I mean, he was over here. He didn't like it too much. I moved him over there. He's like, oh yeah, thanks. It's GSP. I killed all of it, and it's coming back.
The
what's
Coral
up?
Beauty was picking at it a little bit. I think he's helping you out.
I doubt it. I have a million
That is it.
copepods, arthropods, brine shrimp everywhere, and they just pick to go get them.
Are these lemon dandles right here?
Which
What kind of fish are these guys right here?
They're honey damsels.
Honey damsels. Those are pretty cool.
There's about 20 of them in there.
Are they peaceful or are they as aggressive as the other ones?
For the most part, they're peaceful. They're still babies too, so I mean, I don't know how much damage they possibly could do.
Is that a blue-eyed chromie? Right there? Or is it a homie?
It's just a blue damsel.
Okay. Alright, so we'll check out the eel real quick and let him come out.
But I can see he wants to. He's moving right now.
Oh, I see the bottom of his body. You already put the food in there?
Yeah, I put the shrimp in there.
There he goes. He's at the back. He's trying to. Maybe I can get a shot of him from this side. It's pretty cool, man. I used to keep an eel. I had a 5-foot zebra eel in my tank in Fort Benning.
Nice.
They're real peaceful. You can actually put him in that big tank if you don't have.
I got 2 smaller fish. I found some green chromises that went missing, so I took them out.
Okay.
He lived in a refugerium for about 2 months. And I threw him over here.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna cut the video at that, man, and I appreciate you letting me come over and check out your tanks, man. You have some really nice tanks, and you guys look forward to him starting up a YouTube video, maybe in the YouTube channel in the next couple of months or whatnot. And if he decides to set up that huge 1,000 or 1,200 gallon tank, I'll definitely come back and film that for you guys. So you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take it easy. Peace.